So this morning I want to share with you the word I received this morning from the book of Isaiah chapter 24. So that place in Isaiah chapter 24, the word is making us to understand that the Lord is making the earth empty. The Lord is making the earth empty and west, and he maketh it west and turn it upside down and scattered abroad inhabitants of the earth. And if you begin to read down, you will begin to see the different things that will begin to take place as the Lord make the earth empty. He said it shall be as with the people. So this is just saying that no one is going to be exempted from this emptiness. This thing that is going to happen, this thing that is already happening, no one is going to be exempted somehow. Wherever you are, whosoever you might be, you are going to be impacted as a result of the events of these days. And he is saying that it shall be as with the people, as with the priest, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with him that taketh to usury, so also with the giver of usury. So you can see that every classification of people are included. It doesn't matter whether you're a career person, whether you're a professional in your field. It doesn't matter whether you are just an ordinary person who thinks that you have no place in the society. It doesn't matter whether you are leading a little group or a large group. Somehow the effects of these events are going to impact you directly or indirectly. Now look at a scenario whereby you are well to do, you have so much available for your own personal use, and what about the people around you? Have you pictured yourself in the situation where many people unusually depending on you? You see, so this is how it's going to affect you somehow. Now many people are going to depend on you for their daily bread. Many people are going to depend on you for their needs. Many people are going to be calling upon you unlike before, because ordinarily they might have been able to make available what they can be able to take care of themselves, but right now, no. So the word is saying that the Lord is making the earth west. He's going to west the earth, and everything in it, the priests, the people, the usury, that are going to be affected by this. And a description of how this west is going to be is being likened to when an olive tree is being shaken. On this part of the world, we don't have olives, but we know, I remember growing up those days when we used to visit the village, we know that sometimes when you want to pluck the fruits from a tree, that another way of doing it is you see the climber climbing up to an estate and shaking a part of that tree in order for the fruits to fall, maybe because he could not get climb to the those parts of the branches. There are some parts of the branches that on a normal note that you won't be able to get to. So those parts of the branches, what you do normally is to shake them up. When you shake them up, everything that's every fruit that are being stuck there will fall. So this is what is being likened to the inverse of the last days, that is going to be shaked up such that the fruits will fall and there won't be nothing. And imagine, and the Bible is saying that those that used to meddle with drinks, those that used to enjoy drinks, that they will be crying because wine will be nowhere to be found. And surprisingly, I'm seeing something that surprised me. What surprised me is in verses 14. In verses 40, it said, they shall lift up their voices, they shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, they shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord God of hosts in the ashes. In the midst of all this devastation, in the midst of the fire, in the midst of the pit, in the midst of the snare, in the midst of the hardship, in the midst of the challenges of this day, in the midst of the so much destruction that have befall our earth, in the midst of everything, is as if everything is getting to its height. Fashion is getting to its heights. Everything is getting to its height, its highest level. When you go out there in the street, you'll be like, wow, what is happening? What is happening these days? So everything is as if everything is getting to the climax of it. And once situations and obstacles and challenges and conditions begin to get to the climax, normally what is expected next is that there's going to be downfall. So as they rise, so they are going to also fall. Okay, and when things begin to fall as they rise, it means that the end is drawing near. The end is drawing near. So this is a sign for us. When the economic hardship, when boom, when everything climb to its apex and begin to fall, is a sign that the end is drawing near. Okay, so we are saying that there is a way out. There is a way out of this, because here the Bible is making me to know that there are people who were singing glory to his majesty. Who are those people? So even though they were in fire, they were singing glory. This made me to recollect the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were being cast into the furnace of fire. And lo and behold, they were not even afraid in the first instance. Lo and behold, Jesus was right there with them. God was right there with them in that furnace of fire. And this is still how it's going to happen, that if you are in God, that even though that these whole events, gets to this its climax and gets to this height, and is as if the situations, challenges, obstacles of life, is as if that our world has gotten so rotten that some people might begin to feel ashamed to even come out to the streets because of the things your eyes will behold. Is as if that there is no hope for our world. Is as if that our leaders are not even helping matters. Is it our children? Is it all classes of people? When it's as if that situations has gotten to its highest point, and God said that in that midst of fire there's going to be a voice singing. You see it? So it means that you can be in the fire without feeling it. You can be in the fire that is so devastating, and that you yourself, you will be like, oh God, I give you glory. Lord, I give you honor. Because when you wake up in the morning, you are sure that God has promised you that he is going to supply all your needs. And you are sure that, yes, God will supply me all my needs. And you see it happening. You see it taking place in your life. And if you are that person who is not yet in this category of people, you are filled with fear of the events coming to the heart, of the recent happenings around us, of what our eyes are beholding. You are already afraid. You will be like, oh, what is all this that is happening? And you keep complaining, keep murmuring over them. Murmuring can never be a solution to the events that are happening. There is nothing new under the earth. There is nothing your eye is supposed to see, and you begin to murmur and say, why is God allowing this? Yes, it's part of the package. It's part of the package. So as a child of God, all you need to do is to ask for God's grace. It is only his grace that can keep us. It is only his grace that can lead us through. It is only his grace that can hold us strong for him to and walk us through this stage of life. And if you are that person who does not know the Lord, here is an opportunity for you to come closer to God. God said, draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. All you need is to say, Lord, I'm submitting my life, my heart, everything I need, everything you have given me, everything that pertains to me, I give them back to you. Lord, I ask you to take total preeminence. I ask you to take over my heart, and watch God take over your life. Watch God transform your situation. Watch God, lead you in the path of success, such that in the midst of this whole devastation, you will always look ahead and said, yes, there is always a way, because God is in the business of making ways where there seems to be no way. I hope you are blessed by this message, and don't forget to follow our page. Don't forget to follow our page, Elena Onukogu. We are on Twitter, we are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, and we are here on Facebook. So we want you to follow us so that as these messages come to us, we will be, so glad to share it along with you. May the Lord bless you, and do have a great day.